The planet had no real name anymore. The galaxy called it a warning. Long ago, it was green and alive. Now it was marked in red on every star map. No human landing allowed. The reason was simple. A creature lived there, not a monster from stories, but a real giant beast, tall as a tower, wide as a ship. Its shadow alone could silence a city. The beast was trained to kill. Not by accident, not by hunger, but by design. It obeyed one voice, a small voice, the voice of an alien child. She stood on a high rock, barefoot, calm, with bright eyes and soft skin, too young to carry fear, too small to command death. Beside her sat the beast. Its teeth could cut steel. Its claws had crushed tanks. Its eyes glowed with battle memory. Galactic records showed the truth. Entire armies had fallen here. Rescue teams never returned. Pirates vanished without signals. Everyone who landed died, everyone except one. A damaged human ship broke through the clouds. Its engines screamed, metal burned, and the ship slammed into the desert plain. Smoke rose into the sky. Sensors across the planet woke up. The beast lifted its head. The alien child tilted her head. She watched the fire from far away, curious, not scared. "A stranger," she whispered. The beast growled. Low and deep, the sound of war. The command was already inside the beast. Kill the intruder. Far from the rock, a human crawled out of the wreckage. He was injured, his arm bleeding, his suit torn, his weapon hanging loose. He looked around slowly, scanning the land, his breath heavy. He knew where he was. Every human pilot knew this planet. It was the place you never survived. The human expected pain. He expected claws. He expected death. Instead, he heard a child's voice. "Don't move." The voice was calm, almost gentle. "My puppy doesn't like strangers." The human froze. Not from fear, but from confusion. "Puppy." He slowly looked up and saw the beast. His heart dropped. His body went still. The creature was closer than the record showed. Much closer. The alien child raised her small hand. A signal the galaxy feared. "Bite," she said. The beast stepped forward. The ground shook, dust rose. The human closed his eyes. He did not scream. He did not run. Then nothing happened. The beast stopped. Its massive head lowered. Its eyes locked on the human. Seconds passed, too many seconds. The alien child frowned. "Bite," she repeated. The beast growled again, but did not attack. The human opened his eyes, slowly, carefully. The creature's breath washed over him, hot and heavy, still no attack. The alien child's calm face changed. Confusion appeared. This had never happened before. Not once. The beast had never refused around the planet. Hidden drones recorded everything. Galactic observers watched in shock. The human slowly raised his empty hand. Showing he carried no threat, he spoke softly, easy words. "I'm not here to hurt anyone." The beast's ears twitched. Its claws relaxed slightly. The alien child stepped closer, her voice low. "My puppy eats soldiers. My puppy eats ships. My puppy eats liars." She looked at the human, her eyes searching. "So why doesn't he eat you?" The human swallowed. He did not know the answer. Neither did the galaxy. The beast lowered its head further, until its massive face was level with the human. Instead of biting, it sniffed him. The alien child took a sharp breath. This was wrong. This was impossible. The creature trained to kill worlds was hesitating before one human. High above, galactic alarms began to sound. Something had gone wrong, or something had finally gone right. And no one yet understood why. The silence after the failed attack felt heavier than any explosion. The alien child stared at her beast. Her fingers slowly curled. She had never seen it hesitate. The beast was not confused, It was alert, focused, watching the human with steady eyes far above the planet. Observation drones adjusted their angles. Data streams flooded galactic command rooms. This planet was built on one rule. Nothing survives the beast. The human knew this too. Every breath he took felt borrowed. He stayed still, his hands open, his weapon forgotten in the sand. The alien child circled him slowly. Careful steps, soft movements. "My puppy was trained to kill humans first," she said, her voice calm but puzzled. "Humans lie. Humans fight. Humans destroy." These words were lessons, not opinions. The human listened. He did not interrupt. She stopped in front of him, her shadow small beside the beast. "You are not scared enough," she said. The human almost smiled. "Almost, I am scared," he replied. "But I won't hurt you." The beast shifted its weight. Sand cracked under its claws. Galactic analysts paused their screens, heart rates rising. Humans were not supposed to speak calmly here. They were supposed to scream. The child looked closer. At the human's torn suit, at the blood on his arm. "You are hurt," she said. "It's nothing," the human answered. That was a lie, but not a dangerous one. The beast leaned closer, its breath warm against the wound. Instead of biting, it growled softly. The child stiffened, her hand rose again. "Enough," she ordered. The beast froze instantly. Perfect control, the child exhaled, then looked at the human again. "Why did you land here?" she asked. The human hesitated, then chose truth. "My ship broke," he said. "I didn't choose this place." The galaxy replayed the moment. Truth signals confirmed it. No deception detected. The child frowned. That answer did not fit her lessons. "All humans choose danger," she said. "Sometimes danger chooses us," the human replied. The beast's tail moved slowly, not aggressive, not calm. Something new around the planet. More ships began to move, not landing, watching. Commanders argued. Scientists panicked. If the beast could hesitate, then the galaxy had been wrong. The child sat down in the sand, crossed her legs, unafraid. "My parents made him," she said softly. "They said he would keep me safe." The human stayed silent, letting her speak. "They said the galaxy would take me, so they gave me teeth bigger than fear." The beast lowered its massive body beside her. "Protective, loyal. They taught him humans are the worst," she continued. "They said humans never stop." The human nodded slowly. "They're not wrong," he said. "But they're not right either." The beast's eyes narrowed. Listening, the child tilted her head. Curious again. "You did not run," she said. "Others run." "I didn't want to scare you," the human replied. That sentence echoed across command rooms. A simple line, but dangerous. Humans were known for strength, not restraint. The child stood up suddenly. Decision forming. "I will test you," she said. The beast rose with her, power coiled and ready. "Stand," she ordered the beast. It obeyed instantly, towering over the human. The human felt the ground vibrate. His heart raced, but he stayed still. "If you are lying," the child said, "my puppy will know." She snapped her fingers once. The beast roared, not an attack roar, a warning roar. The sound rolled across the land, triggering old fear. The human swallowed hard, but did not step back. He slowly knelt, lowering himself, making himself smaller. "I don't want to fight," he said. The beast paused again, mid-motion. The child's eyes widened. The test had already begun, and the beast was still choosing not to kill. High above, emergency protocols activated. One human kneeling, one alien child watching. One giant beast refusing orders. This was no longer a landing accident. This was the moment the galaxy feared, a moment where humans were not the monsters. And monsters were not the problem. The air felt tight after the roar. Dust hung in the light, slow and heavy. The human remained on one knee, his head lowered, his hands open. He could feel the beast above him. Its shadow covered everything. The alien child watched closely. This was the moment she waited for. "My puppy knows lies," she said. "He smells fear." The beast leaned closer, its nose inches from the human's face. Hot breath rolled over him, strong enough to push sand away. The human closed his eyes, not to hide, but to stay calm. Inside Galactic command rooms, voices dropped to whispers. No human had ever stayed still this long. The child raised her hand slowly. Not in anger, in control. "Bite," she said again. The word cut the air. The beast growled. Its muscles tightened. Its claws dug into stone. The ground cracked. But still, it did not attack. The human felt the tremor. His heart raced, but he did not move. "I know you're scared," he said softly. "So am I." The beast's growl faded. Confused, the child frowned. This was wrong. "My puppy bites when ordered," she said. "He always bites." She stepped closer to the human. Close enough to see his eyes. "Look at me," she said. The human opened his eyes slowly. Careful, respectful. He met her gaze, not challenging, not begging. "You don't look dangerous," she said. "I'm not," he replied. The beast shifted again, this time softer. The child felt it, the change. She walked around the human, watching every movement. "You carry pain," she said. "Pain makes humans angry." "Sometimes," the human answered. "Sometimes it makes us careful." The beast lowered its head slightly. As if listening, the child stopped in front of him again. "I will test your heart," she said. She turned suddenly and stumbled on the loose sand. Her foot slipped, her balance broke. The beast reacted instantly, its body moving to shield her. At the same time, the human reached out. Not fast, not rough. He caught her arm, steady and gentle. For one breath, human and beast touched the same child. The galaxy froze. The child looked down at his hand on her arm, then up at his face. "You touched me," she said. "I didn't want you to fall," he replied. The beast's eyes locked on the human's hand. Every system expected violence. Instead, the beast stepped back, slowly, respectfully. The child pulled her arm free, not angry. "My puppy bites those who hurt me," she said. "You did not hurt me." The human nodded. "I know," silence returned, but it was different now. The child walked to the beast, placed her small hand on its thick skin. "He feels what I feel," she said. "He knows intent." The beast lowered its massive head to her touch. "You are strange," she said to the human. The human smiled slightly. "People say that." The beast made a low sound, not a growl, not a roar. Something close to approval, across the galaxy. Old definitions began to crack. The child turned serious again. "One more test," she said. She picked up the human's fallen weapon. Heavy and dark. The beast tensed instantly. Danger memory awake. The child held the weapon out, pointing it at herself. "Take it," she said. Command rooms erupted. The human's eyes widened. He shook his head immediately. "No," he said. "I won't. Humans always take power," she said. "Not like that," he replied. The beast watched, unblinking. The child stepped closer, still holding the weapon. "If you take it," she said, "my puppy will kill you." The human stayed where he was. "I don't need it," he said. "You're safe without it." The child lowered the weapon slowly. Her hand trembled, just a little. The beast relaxed, just a little. The test was complete. The child looked at the human differently now. Not as prey, not as threat, as a question high above. Emergency orders were rewritten, because the beast had made a choice, and so had the human. and the galaxy was running out of excuses. The child stood very still after the last test. The wind moved the sand slowly around them. Soft and quiet, the beast lowered itself beside her. Not resting, guarding, the human remained where he was. Hands empty, voice calm. The galaxy waited. The child spoke first. Her tone different now. Not sharp, not curious, honest. "My parents are gone," she said. The words were simple, but heavy. "They built him," she continued. "They said I would need him." The beast lifted its head at the sound of her voice, eyes soft. "They said the galaxy would not protect me, so they gave me something that could." The human listened. Every word landing. "They trained him to feel danger," she said. "To feel lies. To feel hate." The beast shifted slightly. As if remembering, "They told him humans were the worst," she said. "They said humans destroy what they touch." The human nodded slowly. "That's not a lie," he said. "But it's not the whole truth." The child looked at him. "Waiting. Humans are loud," he continued. "We break things. We survive too hard." The beast's eyes stayed on him. "But we also protect," the human said. "Sometimes without orders." The child's fingers tightened slightly. "My puppy feels orders," she said. "He does not feel mercy." The human shook his head gently. "He does," he replied. "He just doesn't follow words." The beast leaned closer to the child, placing its massive body between her and the open land. "That's why he stopped," the human said. "Not because of me, but because of you." The child blinked. Confused, "He felt what you felt," the human explained. "You weren't angry. You weren't afraid. You were just watching." The beast made a low sound, almost like agreement. The child looked down at her hands, small and steady. "My parents said fear keeps you alive," she whispered. "Sometimes," the human said. "Sometimes love does." Across the planet, drones zoomed closer, breaking old safety limits. The truth was forming. The child stepped toward the human. Slow and careful. "If the galaxy comes," she said, "they will kill you." The human met her eyes. "I know," he said, "and they will take me," she added. The human did not answer right away. He looked at the beast, at the child. "They won't take you," he said finally. "Not if I can help it." That sentence moved faster than weapons. Galactic councils froze. A human had just claimed responsibility. The beast sensed the shift. Its muscles tightened, protective instinct waking. The child placed her hand on the beast's neck. "No," she said softly. "Not yet." The beast obeyed instantly. The human watched, respect growing. "They trained him to kill," the child said. "But they built him to guard." She looked up at the sky, at invisible eyes watching. "They forgot one thing," she said. The human waited. "They forgot that guards choose." The beast lifted its head, letting out a deep, controlled sound. Across the galaxy, threat models failed. This was not a weapon. This was a will. The child turned back to the human. "You did not take power," she said. "You did not run. You did not lie." The human smiled faintly. "I was raised right," he said. The beast stepped closer to the human, lowered its head, not submission, recognition. The child watched carefully. "My puppy knows now," she said. "He knows you are not a hunter." The human placed his hand slowly on the sand, not reaching for the beast. "I don't need him to trust me," he said. "I just need him to trust you." The beast stayed still, peaceful high above. Orders were being written and erased. Because the truth had changed shape, the monster was not broken. The human was not weak. The child was not alone. And the galaxy was about to make a mistake. Unless someone stopped it, the sky changed color without warning. Not clouds, not weather, ships. Galactic enforcement vessels dropped out of light, one by one, cold and silent. The child looked up. She already understood. "They are here," she said. The beast rose instantly, its body blocking her from the sky across command channels. Orders were clear: secure the asset, eliminate the human. The human heard the hum of engines, felt the vibration in his bones. He stood up slowly, not running. "This is where I leave," he said softly. The child looked at him, eyes wide. "They will kill you," she said. The human nodded. "I know," the beast growled, low and dangerous. The child placed her hand on its neck. "Wait," she whispered. The ships descended lower, weapons charging. A voice boomed across the land. "Human, step away from the child." The human stepped forward instead. "No," he said. That single word echoed. The galaxy paused. He stood between the ships and the child, unarmed, unarmored. "You trained the beast to protect her," he said. "Now let it." Warnings flashed. Human interference detected. The child's hands trembled. "Just a little. No one ever stayed," she said. "Everyone leaves." The human looked back at her. "Not today," he replied. The beast felt it. Decision without command. It moved, not to attack the ships, but to stand beside the human. Two protectors. Different shapes, same choice. The child gasped. "My puppy chose," she whispered. Across the galaxy, silence exploded into chaos. This was not in the models. The ships aimed, weapons locked. The child stepped forward suddenly. "Stop," she shouted. Her voice was small, but the beast roared with it. The sound shook the sky. "I am not your asset," she said. "I am not alone." The human felt the heat of weapons. Still did not move. "If you fire," he said, "you prove my parents right." The words hit harder than any weapon. The ships hesitated for the first time. Sensors showed the truth. The beast was not aggressive. The human was not hostile. The child was not afraid. This was protection. Minutes passed. Long and heavy. Finally, a command voice spoke again. "Stand down." Weapons powered off. The ships pulled back slowly. The galaxy chose caution, not wisdom, but enough. The child exhaled, her knees weak. The beast lowered itself beside her. The human finally allowed himself to breathe. "They will watch," he said. "Let them," the child replied. She looked at him closely. "You could have escaped," she said. The human nodded. "But then you would be alone," he answered. The beast leaned its massive head down. Close to both of them, the child smiled, a small smile, but real. "My puppy was trained to kill," she said. "But today he learned mercy." The human shook his head gently. "No," he said. "He always had it." The child looked up at the sky again. Ships now distant. "What happens now?" she asked. The human thought for a moment. "Now the galaxy learns," he said. The beast let out a low, calm sound. Not victory, not threat, peace across the stars. Records were rewritten. Humans were not fearless. They were choosing. Monsters were not broken. They were listening, and one alien child, with a giant beast and one human who refused to run, had changed the story forever, because the beast was trained to kill. But it refused, and that refusal saved them all.